All right, breaking news right now on Capitol Hill. A senior aide to former First Lady Jill Biden pleading the fifth, the second one to do so in these depositions. The House Oversight Committee subpoenaed Anthony Bernal as part of the investigation into former President Biden's mental fitness in office. He refused, however, this morning to answer questions. Bernal served as senior advisor to First Lady Jill Biden, worked for the Biden family for more than a decade. He also worked for President Clinton and Vice President Al Gore. Alex Thompson, co-author of the book Original Sin about the Biden administration, telling me that Bernal was perhaps the most powerful
Napoleon
top
over
aide
here.
to a first lady.
A little Mexican Napoleon.
He had power over communications, power over the president's schedule. He sees his role as the ultimate defender and also the ultimate enforcer of whatever the first lady's wishes are. He sees himself as perhaps the most loyal aide to Biden's, and was able to rationalize at times behavior that his colleagues found offensive because he always saw himself as doing it on behalf of his principles.
Well, just as Biden's Dr. Kevin O'Connor did, Bernal now pleading the fifth, and a short time ago, Oversight Chair James Comer on the deposition.
Well, unfortunately, that was quick. This is the second witness that we've brought in via subpoena for a deposition that has pled the fifth, and they've stated they're not going to answer questions. I want to read the first two questions, just so everyone knows. These are the types of questions we ask. Was Joe Biden fit to exercise the duties of the president? He pled the fifth. Second question, did any unelected official or family member execute the duties of the presidency? And this is Joe Biden's chief of staff. Did any unelected officials or family members ever execute the duties of the presidency? Simple question. He knew he was going to be asked that. Everybody in America wants to know that. He pled the fifth.
All right, that's it.
Joining us now, Alex.
Oh, man. All right, ChatGPT this. What is the Fifth Amendment? I know what it is, but I want ChatGPT to give the whole full thing. I didn't bring my little constitutional book. I left it outside. So we're going to have to use ChatGPT here. So before you tell me what that is, so from my understanding, what I remember, when you plead the fifth is to not incriminate yourself, pretty much. You're choosing to stay silent, to not incriminate yourself, okay, from any wrongdoing or anything. Or that way can't use information that you said against you in court. All right, what is the fifth?
The Fifth Amendment to the United States Constitution is a part of the Bill of Rights and provides several important protections for individuals, especially in legal and criminal proceedings. Here's what it includes in plain English: right to a grand jury, protection against double jeopardy, rights against self-incrimination, due process of law, eminent domain limits.
Okay. So when it comes to pleading the fifth in the case of, did you know that the president of the United States had a mental decline? By choosing to plead the fifth, it definitely looks like you're covering up something. You don't want to report anything under oath that can be incriminating to you, so you're choosing not to say anything. Negligence to invoke the 25th Amendment, and there's a national security risk, which the biggest one to me is cover up and 25th Amendment. And I'm really big on the 25th Amendment because it's part of the Constitution. So by them saying, I'm not going to talk about this, even though this is a extremely important case, if you didn't do anything wrong, why not talk about this? If you did everything correctly and morally and just in good faith, then why are you pleading the fifth? Because obviously you didn't do everything correctly and morally and in good faith. You chose to lie to the American people who, well, I didn't vote for him, but people voted for him for some reason. And they were lied to. And at the end of the day, even though I didn't vote for him, It puts me at risk. It puts you at risk if you didn't vote for him either. Because we had a president that literally was absent for 4 years. So not only was he absent, we have people that we did not elect running the executive branch. We also had people that were supposed to be using the Constitution to actually follow procedure. And if you know this person is not fit to be president, then you need to tell him, you're not fit to be president. I need to step in. That's what Kamala Harris chose not to do. Neither did the chief of staff or any of the cabinet members. Nobody chose to actually be responsible and follow what you're supposed to be doing. Protecting the Constitution and respecting your citizens. Because it's not just about the people that voted for him, it's about everybody. We were all living here under Biden, and Biden was not even the president for 4 years. So who the f was the one running the country?